everyone. You're watching Voice News Network. My name is Pragya Devan, and today I am with Mr. Parveen Arora and Mr. Sam Dhillon, and we are going to talk about real estate. So today's topic is something which will excite you the most. But before that, let me welcome both of these people. Thank you for being on our show.
Thanks, Pragya. Thanks for having us over.
So, as I was talking, today's topic is very interesting because everybody wants to know about this. When we talk about real estate, we think that it's about money, it's about luxury. So these are the myths that we are going to talk about today in our segment. So first of all, tell me why real estate as a profession is so popular?
Pragya, this is a great question. If we really see in today's market, if you talk to anyone and if you go to any party anywhere, real estate is always the hot topic there. And the reason why real estate is a hot topic, first of all, this is the basic necessity of everyone. Everybody is directly or indirectly involved in real estate. That's the number one thing. And secondly, as you mentioned, there is a luxury and a lot of money also involved in real estate. So everybody has more interest to make more money in real estate. So that's why people are very much interested to talk about real estate.
Do you want to add something there?
Definitely. See, another reason why everybody is attracted to this profession is the entry level is not that hard. You write a few exams, which depending on you takes 5 to 6 months, and you are a licensed real estate agent. So the basic requirement is grade 12, and the licensing process is very easy. That's why everybody is attracted to it. But the real fun starts after you get the license. So that's where the tricky part is. Not everybody that comes into real estate makes money. There has to, as they say, you have to pay your dues, So there are tricks of the trade which you learn over the period of time, or you learn when you get to the right mentor.
And this question is coming personally from me. Nowadays, we see there are a lot of series being made on real estate agents, and people show like there is a lot of glamour and luxury involved in this profession. And because you two are in this profession, I mean, for the longest time, so I want to know how glamorous this real estate business is.
Let me share some thought first about real estate. Pragya, in real estate, there are 3 different categories those people are involved in real estate. Number 1 category is the people, the salesperson, brokers, those are buying and selling real estate for the other people. That's the number 1 category. Number 2 category is the people, those people build the homes, they develop the land, they build the homes, they build the commercial properties or any kind of real estate. So they are the 2nd category. And the number 3rd category is the people, those people are buying those real estate or investing in those real estate. So there are the 3 type of different, people, those people are involved in the real estate business. Now, if we talk about buying and selling as a salesperson, as Sam mentioned, that is a different kind of, the skill set those people are working. It's a regulatory profession. They get the license and they do buying, selling for the other people. Construction part, development part, the developers are involved in the real estate, and the buyers and sellers or investors, those people are investing in the real estate, that is the 3rd part. All 3 different categories have different kind of involvement in this business, and rewards is also according to their involvement, what kind of involvement they have, and they are getting the reward according to that one. And if I talk about, let's say, if we say the salesperson and the brokers, they are just providing the services in the real estate industry. So they just get the commission according to their services, what services they are providing. So in this industry, they are the one, they just get paid by their services. And builders, those people does the construction, they are putting lot of their money and time in the development. So they get quite bit growth in this, business in their money. And the buyer and sellers, they are buying and selling, and investors, they are also depends if they are long-term investors or short-term investors. So they invest in this business or in this industry, and then they make money according to that one. And I will come back to your question about the glamour. No doubt there is a lot of glamour in this business. The reason why there is a lot of glamour, because people, they wear nice clothes, nice cars, they have nice houses, but there is a lot of work, hard work behind that glamour. It's the similar, sometimes I say, the film industry, you see the people how they make money and how they live their life, but you don't see what they pay behind the scene to come to that level.
Exactly. I mean, when you guys come for the interview, I'll always see you cracking a deal on phone. So I know that, a lot goes behind the camera.
Right.
So this takes me to my next question, which is, again, $1 million question. Is there any money in this profession? Because everyone I meet nowadays wants to get into real estate, and their answer is, if I ask them why you want to get into real estate, they're like, because there is a lot of money there. So please answer this question. Is there any money?
As I said earlier, Pragya, no matter what profession it is, you have to pay your dues. If we take law, you go to school for a long period of time, you do your articling, and then you start making money. Same thing with medicine or any other profession. You have to put in your hard work in order to make, or break in that profession. Similarly, in real estate, as I said, getting license is very easy, but that does not empower you to make, a good living. That does not empower you to afford the luxury that you see everywhere and you just mentioned. For that, as I said, you have to work really, really hard. You have to have the proper training, proper guidance, and at the same time, you have to be very, very active and on the spot to first identify that this is a good deal, and then to work hard to, accomplish that deal. Because listing a property does not make you money. You make money only when that listing is sold. And it takes a lot of skill, a lot of involvement to sell that listing and actually get a paycheck.
So again, next question would be, like, you mentioned there are different categories in real estate. So who's making the most money? The listing agents or the people who are investing money into this business?
In any business, as Sam mentioned, Pragya, the person who makes more money, who puts the more time and efforts in that business. If we really talk about, because we know quite few different developers, builders, they are doing very good in this industry. And if we see their background, they are in this business from last 40 years, 50 years, some of them even longer than that one. And they really work hard, they are holding the lands from years. They bought the land from years and they are holding it, and now they are putting a lot of time, effort and money in this business. That's how they are getting the reward in this business, because they already put a lot of time and energy. The same way, the people those are investing in the real estate, they are also making good money in investments. They are putting their money in certain investments and then they are holding those investments for a longer period of time, and they are also going through the challenges of those investments when they are investing. Sometimes we see people having 10 properties, 15 properties, but they are facing those challenges to maintain those properties. And sometimes we see that one, they have the different type of challenges, some repair, maintenance, day and night calls, they all go through the different process. But as a salesperson or the broker working in the real estate industry, you also need to pay the price for that one if you want to do the more deals. Listing property, as Sam mentioned, or the buying property, you have to have a certain skill set, because if you just get the license and you think it will bring the money, that doesn't happen. The way we are saying, it's a lot of glamour. There is a quite bit hard work involved behind that glamour to get that glamour.
Yeah.
Just to put things in perspective, if we talk about Mississauga today, or Mississauga real estate today, the most talked about project is M condos, M1, M2, M3, M4 condos. But if you really see the history behind that, this is a project owned by Rogers Communication. They bought this land 50 years ago. and they'd been sitting on this land for 50 years, and all around them there was development going. And at that time, who knows, they maybe bought this land for less than $1,000 or whatever price. But today, if we talk about that, it's worth billions of dollars once all those buildings are completed. It will be in billions, So it takes time, it takes efforts, it takes strategy to make all this money in real estate, but it is possible.
And obviously, as you mentioned, like, a lot of hard work is required to be where you guys are, or, to establish yourself in real estate. So my question is, why, people nowadays want to get into real estate? Like, what is it that is attracting them so much in this industry?
See, the thing is this, Pragya, especially in Canada, if we really see, if we compare the service industry, it's a good service industry because the reward is good, and at the same time because it fulfills everybody's basic necessity. Everybody is interested in housing, and everybody is interested to buy some investments, right? As you saying, why everybody is interested, of course, there is a lot of money in this business. That's why a lot of people have interest in this one. But at the same time, sometimes you make money, sometimes you lose money also. There are cycles in real estate when you are not making money, properties goes down too. But I know over the period of time, if you see, you always make money, but you have to put a lot of hard work and time for that one if you want to make money.
Yeah. So, then again, next question would be, people want to get into this business, right? But not everyone is skilled enough to be in this business. And I know it's a rat race, everybody is getting into it, so other people out of peer pressure or because of other factors, they want to get into this. But because you are in this industry since a long time, what are the prerequisites or like the important skill set that you think a person should have if he or she wants to get into real estate?
See, Pragya, not only the real estate business, what we learned in our life, in any area of your life, if you are persistent in that area of your life, either business, personal, financial, anything, if you are doing persistently things on that one, number one, you have to be persistent, and number two, you have to do the right things in that one. And if you are persistent and you are doing the right things, there will be so many times there will be challenges in the business. You may not be able to handle those challenges comfortably, but if you are persistent, you will go through those challenges. And that's how you will be maintaining your level all the time. The biggest challenge in our industry is this: people get the license and they don't get the right mentorship or the trainings, and they don't have the mentorship. Whenever they face any challenges, they just go out of the business because they don't know how to handle those challenges. So that's the biggest challenge in this industry. But as I mentioned, this is the most rewarding service industry, because if we compare with the other service industries, reward is very good in real estate. So that's why a lot of people are interested in this business.
Just to add to that, not to mention to what Parveen said, any other business you take, you have to have, first of all, a location for your business. Then you have to have inventory for, that's what you are going to sell to your customers. And then you need to bring in the customers to buy that inventory. When you are in real estate, you really don't have to have a very huge location. These days, everything is cloud-based. Secondly, you don't have to have an inventory or invest in inventory first and then sell it to. It's somebody else's property and somebody else is buying it. You are just in the middle to facilitate that deal because the buyer knows you and the seller knows you, and they both benefit from this arrangement. And in doing all that, you make money. This is basically the principle of real estate. As a middleman, that's what your reward is. Better of a middleman you are, better you get rewarded.
Yeah. So before we wrap up, what would be the mantra from your side to the viewers who are watching our show right now? If they want to get into real estate, what is that one thing, one advice you want to give them?
What I will say, first of all, Pragya, they should make up their mind 100% that they want to do this business, right? Because if they are not 100% sure, I don't think so they will be successful. Make up your mind 100% that's the business you want to do. And what we learned, if you don't enjoy this business, you won't be able to successful. Any business, if you are not enjoying that one, then you don't successful. And if you do decide that you want to be in this business, then pick the right platform where you want to work, and you should have a right mentorship. Because what you will be learning today and what you will be doing today, there are a lot of people, they already did that before and they know how to do it a better way. So if you have the right mentorship, they will teach you how to do with the right way. So that way you will come out of those, the cycles easily, because there will be up and down cycles in the business. But if you have that mentorship, you will be out of that one easily. And the last what I say, you have to be persistent in this business. Don't think this way, oh, let me try this business. If it work out, I will be in this one. If it doesn't work out, I won't be. It doesn't work that way. You have to be persistent in this business.
Yes.
Even though earlier I said that you don't have to have any inventory or anything like that, but when you are starting out, you have to treat it in a business-like manner. By saying that, what I mean is, come prepared that for first 6 months, you're not going to have any income. So, this is worst case scenario I'm giving. You have to be prepared that, you must have capital that will sustain you for first 6 months. There will be your personal expenses, there will be your professional expenses, there will be expenses for advertising, there will be professional fee expenses. So you have to treat it like a business, and you just whenever you set up a business, you come up with the capital first, and then you think about setting that.
Yeah.
So real estate profession is also the same way, just you have to look at a different way of doing it.
Yeah, so you mean like just clearing the exam is not enough, a proper
Exactly.
training is essential, and I think that's what you do with Team Arora, right? You train these real estate agents to perform better in the industry?
Not only I train, Pragya, me and Sam are in the business for a long time. On the top of that, we have our coaches. We have different coaches in our team, and those are the other companies. They coach our team members and they tell us time to time, how we can do the things better way. And because continuous learning is very important in this business, and if you are learning all the time, it helps you to do the business right way, it helps you to be persistent in the business, and it also helps you to come out of those cycles in the market. Those are changing from time to time. So that way you are able to put your business in the momentum all the time, because when you are not in momentum, it's very difficult to stay in this business.
Yeah.
That's the biggest challenge what we have in this industry.
Long story short, we can give you a roadmap to success, but it is up to the individual to follow that roadmap. But one thing is guaranteed: if you follow that roadmap, nobody can stop you from being successful.
That's
Absolutely.
true. So, to all the viewers, if you want some training, you want to learn more about this profession, you know where to go. You can find the details of Team Arora at the bottom of your screen. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.